So 3 years ago today, um, me and my friends we lost someone who um, who was pretty much an awesome guy. Um, Colin um, was kind of a unique individual, always smiling, always up for a laugh, um, kind of the most down to earth guy you could ever meet in your life. And I can honestly say that I was privileged to know him. And his death was probably one of the saddest things to ever happen. And I remember that day so well. It's you kind of don't appreciate what it is until you've lost it. Well, sorry, you don't appreciate what you've got until you've lost it. And I personally think since Colin's death that it totally thrown me how short life really is, and you got to appreciate every second of it. I think I really a lot of respect should go to his mum Julie, who has been such an inspiration to everyone. She's been like a rock, and she's just been like there supporting everyone, um, really putting it out there, um, to get all the laws changed, and I think a big thanks needs to go to her, and she needs to be recognised for it. I reckon she's such an amazing person, and I'm blessed to have actually got to know her a little bit as well. And she's been there, when I've been upset, you know, the past couple of years, she's been there with like, words of encouragement, and just you know, kind of just what a mum does. And I think that's probably hard for me because I've never really had that kind of, motherly figure there. Um, all the memorial nights, and all the charity fundraiser, I feel really, really gutted, that I can never make it up there. But just because I can't make it there doesn't mean I don't think about. It doesn't mean I don't think about Colin. It doesn't mean I don't think about you know, um, all the effort and the hard work that everyone puts into it. And it just feels kind of hard, trying to get on with it. And knowing that I can't be there again today is probably makes me feel a bit down a little bit. Um, but you just got you. I hate to say this, but you kind of just it's tough. Every day I think about Colin, and I think you know, I saw a post recently from someone about all the what ifs, you know, and I do think about the what ifs as well, but it's just so tragic. And if I could do anything to replace, you know, he had so much to give, he had so much love for everybody, everything. I mean, it didn't deserve to happen, but he had a heart of gold. He really did. He was always up for a laugh. And I always remember him. I really will, from the bottom of my heart. You know, and me living all the way down there and everyone all the way up there really does hit home a little bit, because I do miss everyone so much. You know, and I remember the day of Colin's funeral, and I will never forget heartbroken ev- how heartbroken everyone was. You know, and seeing people like, you know, people that I really care about, like Chris, like I had never seen his heart break so much, and it really really hurt as well. But I kind of just tried to stay strong for everyone else. 'Cause people think that, you know, I don't. I think sometimes people think that I don't care as much as I should, but that's not the case at all. I mean, I care so much about all of my friends, and I think if anything was to happen to them, you know, I'd be just the same way as I am now. You know, with all the memories. Um, I just have stuff written down, but I just feel like reading from paper is just not the same as speaking from your heart, but it's so much more harder speaking from your heart, because you just get lost in all the words, wherever it's written down in front of you, it's just there. Um, but Colin was remarkable, you know, and I'm blessed to have known him. Um, you know, some people were fortunate enough never to kind of meet him, but you know, I really, I mean, I don't honestly. I'm struggling to like, kind of just find the words, but you know, I think I just wanted to do this just to kind of, you know, put it across. You know, that I do think about Colin every every day. You know, and it's really hard. You know, knowing that his birthday is just before Christmas, and then, you know, coming up in the new year, um, and it's the anniversary of his death. Um, you know, and I kind of just like, I thought that as soon as everyone's releasing balloons today, um, I think the best thing I can do is just basically just light a candle for Colin, and that's exactly what I'm just gonna do now. And I'm gonna keep these candles burning all day. So, in Colin's memory, I'm gonna put this in a candle holder that I have in my bedroom. I really should have bought it now, but I'm gonna have these candles burning all day in his memory, and you know, I hope he's up there guiding all of us, um, kind of just looking out for us. You know, just kind of wonder what things would be like if he was still here. Because it really hit home. Like I've never, I mean, losing your friends is just so hard. And I think it changed me a lot. You know, I've grown up since then. You know, and I kind of when I came back to Glasgow for his funeral, I stayed up there for quite a while. Um, when I came back to Brighton and come back to London, I was a completely different person, and it was really obvious to everyone. And you know, I just want to take this opportunity as well, just to thank all of my friends who kind of supported me through kind of all the upset times when I've been upset thinking about, you know, all of this, especially on the first anniversary when we were kind of out celebrating. Um, so thank you everyone who's kind of been there and supported me. Thank you to Julie, who, as I said, you've been an inspiration, total legend. I'm really sorry I can't be there today. Take care.